Hey, the first time I hit play on the Hisense 100U75QG and saw that massive screen come to life, it didn't just look big, it felt real. Like my room finally caught up with what I actually wanted from a TV. This isn't for someone who settles for washed-out colors, motion blur and fast scenes, or flat sound that just sits there. This is for the person who feels when highlights lack punch, when detail fades in action, when immersion stops short of reality. You already know what crisp visuals and presence feel like, and you're done with compromises that try but never deliver. Before anything else, check the current price and stock. Premium screens like this move, and waiting almost always ends up costing more than you expect. I hit that inevitable upgrade moment with my old TV when every bright scene looked dull instead of dynamic, and fast games felt soft instead of sharp. The first time I powered on this 100-inch Hisense, that frustration simply disappeared. It wasn't just bigger, it was purposeful. Contrast had depth. Motion stayed crisp through every chase and turn. Highlights didn't wash out at all, they glowed with detail. Once you feel that kind of presence, going back to anything less feels like giving up what you already know is possible. Living with this screen changed how every session feels. Movie nights finally feel cinematic, not just big, but layered, immersive, and full of texture. Gaming doesn't just look fast, it feels fast. Because the native 165Hz panel and VR are up to 288 keep motion sharp instead of smeared. HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision don't just add labels, they give you brightness and shadow that actually matter, not just numbers. Even casual streaming feels richer because every scene stays balanced instead of flat. And let's be honest, thinking I'll wait for later almost always becomes regret when prices rise or stock thins out. Every time you consider something weaker, you come back to what you already wanted, clarity and immersion instead of compromise. You might wonder if a TV this big really holds up. What surprised me wasn't just size, it was confidence. Those up to 3000 nits of brightness don't just look bright, they retain detail in intense scenes instead of washing out. The anti-glare surface actually makes daytime viewing feel deliberate instead of dull. HDR and motion tech don't just exist, they make visuals feel anchored and intentional. That's the kind of balance you don't realize you're missing until it's suddenly there. Owning this display changes how you sit down to watch or play. You don't squint at dim details. You don't chase clarity with volume or settings. You just press play, and everything falls into place. That's the confidence you get when gear performs with purpose, not noise. Highlights stay vivid and detailed, motion stays crisp and sharp, contrast has depth and life, games feel responsive and fluid, every scene feels immersive and complete. It's a bold presence in any room. You'll notice lesser screens feel flat. Eventually you stop looping comparisons and just choose the TV you already wanted. Don't make this the upgrade you think about next month and quietly regret you waited. Check price and availability now, and step into an experience that finally feels alive.